Hey guys, how we doing today?
Morning, everybody.
Joe here.
Kevin.
Happy Friday, everyone.
Yeah.
We're very excited to hop into the next episode. I think we were both a little not confused, but wondering what was with the Lenny opening last
Yeah,
episode.
the Lenny opening where we got, I kind of felt like, as you kind of mentioned, he's been kind of a fun, like supportive Deus Ex Machina character a little bit.
Like a phantom.
Right. But in a really positive way. And I think maybe that was just to let us know, by the way, Lenny Bruce was actually really troubled too.
Yeah.
Like his life wasn't all rosy, like, oh, look, I'm doing stand-up, I'm always funny.
No,
and
it's tragic.
sometimes I get arrested for,
Yeah.
For crossing the line in terms of decency. But otherwise, everything's perfect with me. And I think that was a reminder that wasn't actually the case with him.
Sure.
Would be my guess.
Sure. And I want to see if they address that more on the show.
Sure.
Because it's not his show, obviously. So it's kind of a smart way of doing that.
Right. And I don't think he's done. So
no, not at all. And the thing is somebody on Patreon did tell us about how troubled he really was and what substances he was addicted to at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really sad. It really is quite sad. And I don't know if the show's going to get into that amount of sadness. It would be weird if they did.
I don't know. They've been some stuff, right? They dealt with Jackie's death pretty head on.
Yeah, exactly. And now I hate to say, and now that's happened because obviously it was a real life thing.
Sure.
I wonder if they can start dipping into the dramatic territory a little further.
Yeah, I don't think they've really...
They've opened the door for it.
Right. I don't think they've really shied away from it. I mean, the show started with "I'm leaving you. I've been having an affair." It wasn't all like, "This is great."
It was witty, and
right?
Once
it was.
addiction comes into play, it's like tough.
I mean, you can. I mean, they're still going to obviously do their humor around it. The Jackie episode was still funny. Yeah. But it was also dealing. It was also really sad in dealing with.
Sad.
Yeah, it was. Me. Yeah, I think they can do both. I trust the writers. They've done a really good job. The cast obviously is completely game.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, I was. Bathroom scrolling on my phone, which we're all ones to do this morning, and I saw that there's a cruise that's a Broadway cruise, and that you still do the islands, but they have Broadway performers doing shows on the cruise, right?
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, I didn't recognize a lot of the names, but two of them were Bernadette Peters and Santino Fontana. Are going to be on this cruise doing shows.
They've got Tony winners.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome.
Really to get a crappy, window cabin, was like $1,500, which is a lot of money, of course, but not completely price restrictive for a cruuse or a vacation, as it were.
I would like to do that and just wear a bunch of crazy ex-girlfriend merch.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's in. Obviously, no one's going. It's in like 2.5 weeks, but they still have open seats. It's like, that'd be amazing, now. Right? if you go, please share your photos with us and be bathed in the envy you so richly deserve.
Yeah, tell them we said hi.
Yeah, right. We do want to go ahead and welcome Kieran Carr, Jeffrey Wilzinski, Volknoir, I think, Scott Pearson Eberly, Sarah, and George Harvard, our Patreon group. Thanks, guys. We're very happy you're here with us.
Yes, we are. And if you guys are watching this wow, I can't talk today. If you're watching this for the first time today, third time's the charm. If you guys are watching this for the first time on YouTube, welcome to our channel, guys. If you don't mind hitting the like button for us, leave us a comment down below, and please hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date all the new content we've coming your way.
Yeah, if you'd like to see a full-length reaction to this and everything else we've watched or are watching, please check out a link in the description below that Patreon page.
Yes.
On all shows we're watching, including The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, we're at least 4 episodes ahead over on Patreon from where we are on YouTube. So if you get done watching the edit on YouTube and want to keep going, that's the place to do it. You will have to sync and watch along on your own device or streaming service. We're also watching 30 Rock right now, the Patreon exclusive. Right.
I liked him. Pretty instant.
Yeah.
He was good looking, smart. You could tell by the eyes.
Oh, it's what is his name?
I don't know. From Heroes, Migo. He's got a weird name. Milo something. Milo.
Yeah, Milo.
Hey, Frank. Dinah's at work. Go away.
Satisfied? No, that wasn't a man. It was my boss, Susie.
That gag has never gone away.
The entire show.
Yeah.
I thought about asking him out, but I haven't asked out a guy since that disastrous experience on Sadie Hawkins' Day.
Good dance, yeah.
I was all ready to ask Jacob Kleinman to the big dance. God, was I in love with him. That day, I'm...
Oh my God.
Flashback to the flashback.
Yeah.
This time, he tells me how much he loves coffee. He said there was a place nearby.
I love how he's playing this up. Yeah.
I got this. Relax.
A block and a half down, north side of the street.
I know where it is.
That's me, some mysterious nice guy.
Yeah.
Some married man.
Just don't like cash sitting around the club, and I haven't found my good hiding spots yet.
What about a bank?
Yeah.
Go back inside. I got this.
Okay, thanks.
I love his sign for his club.
Yeah.
Button Club.
I'm going to look around a bit more. Maybe pick up some cigars for the boys at the office.
I'll wrap this up for you.
Are they loaded with money all of a sudden?
I was just thinking them. Like, Abe, do you have money to blow on cigars?
For now, I'm going to move to another part of the store. Nice talking to you.
That guy's with her for sure, right?
I'd like to discuss matchmaking.
Oh, sure. It's got quite the lively history.
I like the camera work here.
I meant the kind your bony wife is engaged in. You're Abe Weissman, aren't you? Husband of Rose.
Are there any more of you outside?
Just us.
Yeah. The matchmaking cartel.
This is really, yeah.
So funny.
It is kind of funny. Rose getting mixed up in basically the mafia.
Yeah.
That bag of cash, I never should have trusted it to Archie.
It wasn't his fault.
He was holding it like it was takeout from Junior's. Now what?
Bonnie and Clyde, Romeo and Juliet. These are couples.
So?
Couples who, you know.
They're
It's
children.
a costume.
They're
Yeah,
children.
God.
Only you would say just the money.
Joel.
He's got a pregnant girlfriend, too.
Yeah.
We're having a baby.
Who is?
Me and May. We're having a baby.
So they're both broke right now.
That's not a plan.
We just found out.
Again, not a plan.
What do you want to know, Midge? The color of the nursery? Which college it's going to?
Yeah.
You know, I didn't have to tell you this.
That my kids are gonna have a stepmom? Really? I didn't need to know this.
These are cold.
I'd find out when I run into the two of you pushing a stroller?
Man, this sucks.
Yeah.
It's like,
I do think she's piling on Joel a lot here.
yeah, they're
But,
both.
he does have to talk to her, but does it have to be right now?
Yeah.
They haven't met her yet.
Do you have a handle on this? At all?
No, he doesn't.
She and I are going to work out the logistics when she gets back. I will keep you in the loop. And prospective parents tend to get married.
Okay.
I like that they can resolve their
Right.
stuff. That's nice.
It is.
The little one, Rose. The little one.
What little one?
The tiny Jewish one, Mullock and pearls. The big one, Irish with the hands that crush.
Have they not talked about this at all?
Probably not.
Oh, he didn't. Nope.
Ran into random shops, dove between cars.
Oh my God.
Then
Okay, he's kind of a child
Yeah.
here.
I wanted to see that.
I thought it would be
Oh my
empty.
God.
But they were in the middle of Mass. The only sound in the room was this windy pipe organ.
Is he going to take communion?
He did not.
Come on, Abe. Yeah, he is.
Abe, you didn't.
I took communion,
Oh my.
especially when he said the body of Christ, and I answered Mazel Tov.
All full of Christ.
It's good.
Wrap it up in something. Set it aside. We've got bigger worries.
They mentioned Miriam and the grandchildren by name.
Go clean up. We will figure this out.
You have to quit matchmaking.
Yeah.
It's a simple fix.
He's holding it.
Yeah.
A mouthful of Christ. That's really good.
Yeah. I love the pigeons always sitting in her
Yeah.
1,000-seat theater. Good pay, too.
Amazing. Where's the gig?
Croatia.
Croatia?
Now, you're gonna need shots, smallpox, tetanus, diphtheria. Apparently, it's excruciatingly painful, so you want to get them about a week before you go.
China with Miriam on that one.
These guys cannot come to an illegal strip club to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's right there.
Why aren't you standing? Susie.
I'm not wearing pants.
My husband and his mysterious girlfriend are expecting, and it's gonna be complicated.
Mysterious, huh?
He hardly knows her.
Worrisome. You worried about this girl?
No. I mean,
Do something stupid here, Midge.
To your children can play an important role in their upbringing.
Joel didn't want to hear that.
You want us to look into this girl?
No. Could you?
We could, discreetly, or not.
Oh my God.
Want to give us a name?
I mean, she probably just goes to school, goes home.
Maybe. Maybe not.
I love these guys so much.
And we will be very discreet.
I don't believe that for a second.
Yeah, the guy that left.
Yeah, this isn't going to become an issue.
No, not at all. I know they're mobsters, but they're so fun.
It pays. You just can't say dirty stuff. She won't. She'll do it. I'll do it. Thanks, Gloria. I'll jot down the number to call.
We're going to see Jackie O in the show.
That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it?
Then what? Flush it?
You're going to flush the body of Christ down the toilet.
The poor man's been through enough.
I love he's still carrying it with us.
You must be wondering what my powers were. We'll get to that.
It's like a projector or something.
It has to be.
No, I shouldn't have raised my hand. I get overly excited and that pushes people away.
Just sometimes.
It's the reluctance.
Sometimes.
You.
Who's he pointing to?
I believe he's pointing to you.
This is going to shatter her world, isn't it? Whatever happens.
Yeah, it's going to blow her mind.
Yeah.
She already believes in that kind of stuff. Where the tea leaves.
Yeah.
What's your name?
It's Rose.
Rose.
Astrid's killing this.
Yeah.
Ethan. Esther. Chaim, it's warm in here.
It's warm in here.
It's hypnotizing her. Yeah.
Chaim, do you like your grandchildren, Rose?
They can be little terrors. Their parents are too lenient.
Oh!
Oh my God.
Is she being hypnotized?
I believe so.
And what about your children?
They're in the audience.
Look out.
Incoming.
Tell me about your children.
Look out. Yeah.
No.
And your daughter?
She's like you.
An undiagnosed schizophrenic. Next time you hear those names, I want you to show me
Show you.
what your daughter does.
Gonna start doing jokes.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
How you doing in the cheap seats?
Did we get cheap seats?
This is my act. So my parents are living with me now, and they bicker a lot. So many disagreements.
Why are they letting this just go?
I know.
Why is Susie letting this
is
just go?
mortifying.
Yeah.
Stand off to the side there, Rose, as I say goodbye to the audience. Oh, and that I could make really neat exits.
Noah looks mortified.
Poor Noah.
Why in God's name did you not tell me you saw me at the Wolford?
Yeah, I forgot that she didn't know she was there.
What happened in there?
Let me tell you, over a bottle or two of sherry.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's really nice of Midge to say that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really supportive.
Midge actually handled that a lot better than
Why
I
don't
would
we
have.
get Susie's guys to look into it?
Right? That's true. They could probably be more help than anything else.
Oh, good.
Frank here is an associate of Susie's. It's okay. Go. Go.
I love that.
We're backing off. It's too hot. Lava hot.
Too hot. How so?
Her family.
Well, their family, yeah, they're like,
Julie!
My God.
Frank here is my sometimes comedy partner.
Like on the weekends.
The gun shoots flowers out of it.
It's a very funny gun. And apologize to Julie for me. What happened here was unprofessional.
I love these guys. I love them, man. They're so funny. It's a comedy gun. It's a very funny gun.
it's a very funny gun.
It shoots flowers.
We have a very funny lady who is going to tell some jokes. And then we'll have cake from Gino's pastry shop.
The voice is so calming.
Yeah, it is. She's a very refined person.
She's more hypnotizing than Alfie is.
Yeah.
Or the clothes, or the poise. I mean, didn't they invent the word poise just to describe this woman? Can you imagine her with mustard on her shirt? Or with cramps? Now, Pat Nixon, that woman has cramps. Do we really want a first lady who looks like this on a horse? Or do we want a first lady who looks a little more like the horse? Nope, wrong venue. It's a little racy.
Is she gonna screw this up?
All right.
Don't! What is she doing?
Oh no. Let's see what happens.
Yelling and screaming, and I'm thinking, who is this nut? And I was about to suggest we call the police until I realized it was his wife.
Oh my God.
This isn't a good story.
All the things I called my husband's mistress. Can you imagine?
She can't help herself. She is her own worst enemy.
As I was laying there in her bed, under her sheets.
Oh no, not Jackie.
I cannot believe.
Oh man. That's a great bit. She made Jackie O cry. Because she talked about being the other woman.
This is someone who cannot get out of her own way.
Oh, it was a train wreck.
Special, I'm bringing your cut of the gig.
What gig?
A gig. I picked up a gig.
I didn't get you a gig.
Well, it was just a money gig I did. Falls into the money category.
I'm all dolled up.
And it was a terrible gig.
Yeah. I should get paid.
I didn't book for you.
Okay.
I'll see you at 12:45.
I wonder what the ramifications are of that. Probably
They
nothing,
can't. Yeah.
I can't believe it ended with her making Jackie.
Was it common knowledge at this point that he was a womanizer?
No.
Okay.
But that's why it's such a funny bit.
Right. Oh yeah, for sure.
Maybe it was. I don't know.
I just feel like it was never really a secret.
Yeah. I mean, we weren't alive then,
Right.
So who knows? But ask my grandma. Like, was John F. Kennedy like just openly a cheater?
Yeah, I think he was.
The whole Maryland thing was,
right.
Yeah. That was way later.
I'm super happy. I'm happier than I've ever been in my whole life. I had a toy dog made of wood when I was a kid. You pull the leash and he wags his tail and walks.
I want to manage you. Let's try it for 6 months, see if at the very least I can get you in a better bathroom.
This is awesome. I like seeing Susie get more clients.
Call me tomorrow. I'll buy you lunch.
She forgot to fire. Maybe Dinah doesn't get fired after all.
I like Dinah. I'm glad they don't.
I do too.
So I'm coming back tomorrow.
Yeah, of course you are. 9:30. Don't be late.
Okay.
she just needs a daycare issue resolved. I think she's great.
Yeah.
And it looks like we're gonna get married.
Yes! We should have gotten doubles.
I can fix that.
Married? Your mother's gonna blood.
He's still holding out the big stuff. Okay, here we go.
That's a great bit.
Yeah. I was like, it's kind of nice we got it.
Is he actually hurt? Any kind of doctor. I hope Boyce didn't actually have a heart attack.
No. That was a 50s faint.
Yeah, 50s.
Or 60s, I guess. People haven't fainted since the 60s. I don't think swooning is a thing anymore.
It's not anymore.
I honestly was so uncomfortable with the set that Midge did.
Yeah.
But it looks like it was kind of a one-off, so there's no real blowback. It wasn't really a comedy. There's no repercussions. There wasn't a booker there.
I knew it. I was like, something's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But I still thought it was hilarious. I thought that was so funny.
No, it was hilarious. She made Jackie O cry.
She was talking about cheating. It's like, that's so funny.
Right.
If you guys don't get the joke, JFK, big womanizer. Most of you guys that watch this understand.
Yeah, people know, right?
Yeah, but like, I can imagine like a younger generation watching that going, I don't know.
Right.
Who's Jackie O? That was awesome. I feel like this whole episode was just like fun. Like the bit with Rose.
Right.
And oh my gosh, what's his name? The magician.
Artie?
Not Artie.
I don't know.
Gosh, dang it. We said it earlier. Anyways, his show with Rose doing Midge's set. By the way,
great performance there.
Great performance.
Yeah.
The actress killed that.
Right.
It was a great Midge impersonation.
Sure.
Watching the family's reaction to
that was so cringy. Just watching all of them just get ripped.
Just watching Noah sink into the seat was so freaking funny. She's like, you still use a lot of hand cream. He's like, I don't use so much hand cream. That was awesome. And I think that we finally got the first moment, this season at least, of Rose and Midge having like a sincere moment with one another. And I think Rose, she was finally honest. She was like, I'm not a fighter. I'm not a strong person, right? But in many ways she is. She is independent. She likes to have, independence, obviously. The Paris thing is a tribute to that. Also, her going to Oklahoma and her pride getting in the way and telling her brother, I don't want your money. That goes to show that I think she is a bit of a fighter. She doesn't want to.
I agree. I also just think it's her own self-destructive streak that Mitch has clearly inherited.
There's a caveat, right?
Right.
I mean, obviously they have issues. They're not perfect people,
right.
But like they are, prideful. And I think that Midge is very much her mother.
Oh yeah,
just
for
like
sure.
She's
right.
very much her father. And you can see all the qualities of the two of them in her.
Yeah,
for good or worse.
Really good writing there. Yeah, for sure.
But I like that. I like that Rose felt supported from her daughter, and I think that might be the turning of a new leaf.
Sure. I will say this of what we've gotten early on. We're about halfway through the final season. We've really kind of focused. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, for some reason this was the last one. You're right. I really kind of feel like this season we've kind of really explored the worst sides of everybody.
Yeah,
of everybody,
for
right?
Sure.
Of Joel, of Abe, of really Moish and Shirley, the only ones who really haven't seen the worst of them, right?
I've really
we've seen the worst of Midge. We've seen the worst of Susie. It's just kind of across the board. It's just like, everybody kind of get it together, man. You've all been better than this.
Yeah.
But I think there's been glimmers of it for everybody. Sure. I think this episode showed those glimmers. But I think we're example number 14 of Midge can't stay out of her own way.
Yeah.
We had back-to-back episodes where Midge just couldn't help herself when she grabbed the microphone.
Yeah. It's rooted from something. It's got to be...
for sure.
Because she was so close to climbing that ladder of success, and she's got chopped down at the end of last season.
Also from the same thing, though. From grabbing the microphone and shooting herself in the foot.
Yeah, and it's spiraling is... it's tough.
Right.
I mean, it's not like she can control it.
Sure.
It's just impulse, I guess.
Right. And you don't want her to be like a hack that gets up and tells the same, like, because, we saw the success that happened for Jane Lynch. Sophie, right? Yep. We saw how she was a successful, rich comedian who got to do whatever gig she wanted in television shows and huge audiences by telling the same crap, tired jokes and the same crap, tired character over and over again. And we don't want Midge to do that, but there's got to be a medium that she's got to find, right?
Yeah.
Where I can be original and I can be new and I can keep it fresh and I can be sincere without, completely destroying whatever goodwill I'm trying to build at the same time. And she hasn't found that medium yet.
Huh. Yeah, I wonder if we'll get that at the end of the season or if it'll just be continued on through season 5.
Yeah, it made me think she never really gets, And there are a lot of really successful comedians that never, kowtowed to anybody.
No.
Lenny Bruce was a guy that never really kowtowed to anybody. He wanted to say what he was going to say. A lot of really good comedians do that.
And that way, I do like that she sticks to her guns. I like that she's true to herself.
Sure.
But sometimes she's got to realize you got to play the game.
Time and a place, right?
Exactly.
There are audiences she can say whatever she wants to.
In front of the Kennedys.
Right.
Bold.
Well, it's like fighting with Sophie in something that didn't matter. You're fighting with her in front of an audience you don't care about.
Yeah. Yes.
Why?
So that's back to Rose being like, you're a fighter. Well, it's being a fighter, but at the same time, it's just being stubborn.
Yeah, exactly. That's
like, okay, fine.
Like, I'm going to die on the hill that was just dumb on
Those
her
are just
part.
two people that aren't going to lose an argument.
Right.
I mean?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It's just like arguing for argument's sake.
Yeah, exactly. Right. She's like, well, I'm going to lose this job. This job is going to solve all of my financial problems. Why? I don't like this woman.
Where does it lead?
Right, yeah, exactly.
Unemployment.
Yeah, I hope it was worth it to you, but... Now you're scraping by to still pay your bills.
So do you believe that she can only get gigs booked in Croatia? I feel like that
as headliner. She wants to be a headliner.
She wants to be a headliner, I guess. But I mean, I don't know. It's like I feel like, of course, you're not just going to headline all of a sudden.
Right.
You had a big tour with Shy Baldwin, but that doesn't guarantee you a headline.
No, not at all.
So just keep banging out.
Yeah, she's fine paying gigs. I mean, that's what that was with the Kennedys. Why not keep doing that kind of thing?
Sure.
Not just there, but there have to be booze-selling clubs over New York that would let her in.
Yeah, 80% of New York. Yeah,
right. Yeah, exactly. It's like I mean, I get it. Different times, harder for a woman to convince bookers to let her get on their stage. All of that is true.
Yeah.
She definitely has an uphill battle.
Sure.
Not to mention the fact that there's that one journalist that's destroying her every chance she gets.
Elroy.
Which I really hope we're not. I hope we're not done with her because
I don't think so.
Because that woman sucked. She was genuinely sucked.
Just an evil person.
Yeah, just a bad person.
Yeah.
A leech, right? Just the modern Twitter troll is what she is, right?
That's what journalism.
Yeah, exactly. An engagement farmer for in our modern times.
Yeah. Which, as
hot takes,
as a lot of these shows go, maybe she'll come around and maybe she'll be one of Midge's champions. You never know.
You never know. But right now, I don't see anything redeeming about that person.
No, it was not a good beat.
She's a gleefully, again, we've said on other shows, there's nothing to me that's more unlikable than a person who enjoys hurting other people.
Yes.
We all hurt other people. Sometimes it's inadvertent, sometimes it's selfish, whatever. But when you actually look to do it for your own pleasure
and personal gain,
and I'm really enjoying the fact that I'm making you hurt. To me, that's so low. It's so low.
It's so gross,
I find nothing redeemable about somebody like that.
No.
We've all hurt people, but God, we weren't trying to
Sure.
Hey guys, look at this fun thing I did to make somebody upset.
Isn't this awesome?
Aren't I cool?
Yeah.
I really hurt people.
But that's the thing. The show is we're a little over the halfway point for the season.
Right.
There's a lot of different ways they could go now.
Sure.
I didn't see the season playing out this way at all, so I have no idea.
Sure. If I were to take an educated guess, because I think you're right, I think the big scene with Rose was the big scene in this episode.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of that thing where they can both kind of spot each other. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like Midge can say, like, you need to keep fighting if this is what you want.
Yeah.
And then Midge might start taking her own advice finally.
I think she has to ditch the club. The club has to go
She has to. It's just an easy crutch, right?
That, and also, I think it's going to cause her problems because it is illegal, which they keep bringing up, which I think is going to play a factor in that. Two, she's got people that want to come see her from agencies that they can't go see her.
Yeah,
at
she
club.
can't. Yeah, there is no such thing as a stepping stone with that
it's
job.
Like the club represents herself, right? It's like she can doll it up, she can dress it up all she wants, but at the end of the day, she has to get out of the way.
That club is. It's convenient for her, but it's also an excuse not to move forward.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yes,
I'm going to stay at this club where no one can come see me, and I'm not taking any risks.
Yeah,
and I'm not going to step out of it unless I'm headlining in a big club somewhere.
Yeah,
so I want to jump from the minor leagues to the All-Star game. And if I don't do that, then I'm not going to keep playing hard to get there. I just want that. And if not, I'm just going to stay here where nothing good can happen for me.
And if that's the point of it, like if that's the point of what the club represents, I think that's brilliant. I think that makes this a great season.
Absolutely.
If we can get over the hump of that.
Exactly. Yeah. Midge is 100% in her own way right now.
Yeah.
And Susie can't help her. And her parents can't help her. Joel can't help her.
He really can't help her now. He's got his plate plate full. Yeah.
Yeah. No one can help her until she's like, you know what? I am going to keep fighting, and I am going to try to get what I want. But it's going to take a different kind of approach than what she's taking.
Sure. We all love an underdog.
Yeah. Susie's told her, man, you're not going to go anywhere while you're doing this.
She relies on Susie a lot, but Susie's like, I can only do so much.
Right. I've done what I can do for you, and you're not getting that through your head.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see where she goes. Obviously, I think that she gets out of the doldrums here.
Me too.
I don't know what that's going to look like or what it's going to take, but I think that conversation with Rose, keep fighting for what you really care about, if you love it, I think that might help spark her a little bit. I think Lenny is also somebody that might be able to help her a little bit at some point too.
I hope so.
But really 90% of it's going to be on Midge to help herself.
100%.
She's got to get out of her own way. All right, we'll catch you in the next one, guys.
See ya.